All right, everybody, welcome to the Brevard Sports Network, and we have a bizarre one here today. So, Eustis, 12U came over to play. They didn't have enough players. So, their coach walked over to the 12U coach of Space Coast, who's got ample players on their sideline, said, hey, can I borrow a couple of your players just to have enough to play this game? And the Space Coast coach said yes. So you'll see a couple uniforms that don't look like the others upon the Eustis squad. That's what happened. There are a couple of Space Coast Panthers who are playing for Eustis. Just so we can have a ball game. There's a kickoff. And here comes the returner. Here we are. Down the seam. He cuts up, and he will jog his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Space Coast Panthers. Number 4, Dylan Darman. Check that, Dylan Dameron. Number 4 on that kickoff return for a touchdown. So, folks, that's where we are. I mean, look, kudos to coach and the other players from the Panthers to step up and say, just to still get a chance to play a game today. We will give you some of our extra players, but I'm not going to go to the other side of the conversation because it's not my place to say anything. And there's a high snap. And that conversion will be no good. But on the opening kickoff, Dylan Dameron returns the return for a touchdown, and what a way to open up this game with a 6-0 lead after the opening kickoff. All right, so kickoff now. Space Coast looking to kick off to Eustis. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Trav's Ice, Holy Smokes Barbecue, K-Ball Construction Crew, and Freedom Air and Plumbing. And look at that, a recovery by Space Coast on the kickoff, and so you'll see the offense come out for their first play. I've never seen anything like this. Like, this is, again, kudos to everyone who willingly is doing it. Kudos. Kudos to players for stepping up and playing on the other squad to play against their brothers. And so, all right. They're looking for a game ball, and they got it now. So the quarterback under center sends the back out wide. And it's going to be a reverse. And here we go. Down the sideline. Touchdown, Space Coast Panthers. I apologize for that window, but touchdown, Space Coast Panthers. That was number 8 on the return, Dontre Judson. And now the conversion. So here we go. Quarterback in the gun. That's a direct snap to the back. He's going to walk it on in. And that conversion is good. So we've had 2 kickoffs and a couple offensive plays. And the Space Coast Panthers are up 13-0. And yeah, so 2 explosive drives, great touchdowns, both by Dylan Dameron and number 8, Dontre Judson. Space Coast sets to kick this ball off. And there's the kick. Takes a Panther roll, and Eustis will pick up the football. Do not have a roster for Eustis. And we will see a Eustis offense take the field with the same players who were just on defense and kickoff return. So let's see here. Let's see what Eustis has right here. Well, that was going to be my other question is how's the other team going to know the offense? Are you literally having to tell your teammate what your plays are? There was a fumble on the play. And recovered by Eustis. $13-0 here on the K-Ball Construction scoreboard. Quarterback hands off to the back. The back looking for some room and not able to find anything. Checking into the game is number 40, Travis Dorff. Dontre Judson coming off. Quarterback rolls out, and he will be dropped for a sack. Get you a number on that. The numbers are a bit hard to read on these jerseys. I believe that was number 13 on the sack, Jaden Thomas. And it will be 4th and long. And so Eustis is looking for someone to punt the football. Quarterback rolling out. They're going for it. Cuts it up. And that will be very short. Nowhere near. And it'll be 1st and goal, I believe. Nope. Probably 1st and 10. All right, sorry about that. I was getting a drink of water, and here it is, the Space Coast Panthers with 1st and 10 on the 11-yard line. Jet sweep. Nope. It's going to be a swing pass out to the running back. Running back dances into the end zone. Touchdown, Space Coast Panthers. And that touchdown brought to you by Trav's Ice, Holy Smokes Barbecue, K-Ball Construction Crew, and Freedom Air and Plumbing. They've been our sponsors all day and have allowed us to bring you all the games here from Space Coast Panther Field. There's the handoff, and it conversion is good, and it's 20. And the Space Coast Panthers score on a short field opportunity. Yeah. So kickoff here, and let's see what Eustis can muster up. So here we go. Kickoff. And there's the return there by number 36. Tried to give a stiff arm, but ended up being brung down at about the 35-yard line. And so we'll see what Eustis has for offense. Number 7, Charlie Williams is playing for the Eustis squad. He was one of the players that volunteered to go over and compete. And that's what you say here. They chose that they wanted to compete, and they said, we'll compete against our own brethren. But hey, you get a chance to play in the game. Quarterback drops back, pumps. And now number 16 being wrapped up there by number 17. Tyler Thomas kept the quarterback from a longer run, allowing his team to come in. Number 92 checking in the game, Landon Hensley. And it's 2nd and 7. So positive yardage gained by Eustis here. And fumbled snap. The quarterback picks it up, and he'll be dropped at. Oh, it's a fumble, and Space Coast recovers the fumble. Check that. It was 4th down. So turnover on downs, and again, we don't know how much time is left. Clock has not been working all day. It was damaged by Hurricane Ian. So here comes Space Coast on offense. Gives it to his back, and it's going to be an end around, or a jet sweep motion. He will be tackled and brought down, but not before picking up 1st down yardage for Space Coast, making it 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Check that, 23. And there's number 14 on the jet sweep. Number 14 has a clear path, and he will jog into the end zone. Touchdown, Space Coast Panthers. Check that. I believe that was number 15, Zion Sandy. Oh, but there is a flag on the play. Penalty on the Space Coast Panthers. So that will negate the touchdown. Sends two receivers out wide. Quarterback, running back, sidecar right. And that's going to be a swing pass out there to number 2, I believe. Number 2 down the sideline. And he'll be pushed out of bounds. But he has enough for Panthers first down. So here they go there. Panthers lining up. 1st and 10 from the 11. There's the quarterback. Number 3 into the end zone. Touchdown. Michael Pulley. Space Coast score. And they're going for the conversion. And conversion will be short. And it's 26-0 in favor of Space Coast. So, it's 26-0. I'd like to thank our sponsors. Freedom Air and Plumbing, K-Ball Construction, Trav's Ice, and Holy Smokes Barbecue. Thank you all for stepping up and allowing us to bring you all of today's action. I'd also like to thank the Space Coast Panthers organization for putting us up here in the press box. Been nothing but great hospitality. And there's the returner. Trying to, and fumble, and possession goes to Space Coast. All right, here we go. So the Space Coast Panthers will take over 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Quarterback under center. 3 backs in the backfield. It's going to be a toss. And that toss is going to go all the way. And he's knocked out of bounds just before he reaches the end zone. I believe that was number 8, Dontre Judson. And a timeout taken. Nope. And are they calling this game? Yes, they are. They are calling this football game, ladies and gentlemen. No, they're not. This is halftime. So we're going to go to half. We're going to go to half and, yeah. We will see you for second half action.
Two, homecoming, 12U Princess. Can I get a drum roll? Kylie Kiesler. We need pitches. We need pitches. We need pitches. Put the crown on.
The homecoming festivities. We haven't been able to show you a lot of them today because there's been music in the background. But I'm not sure how.
12U 2022 Space Coast Panther homecoming. Chad Johnson and Kylie Kiesler.
Congratulations to 12U homecoming king and her princess. And all right, folks, I'm going to mute the mic, and from what I'm being told, Eustis is coming back to play the second half. So we'll have second half action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. All right, folks, we are back for second half action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. 12U, Space Coast, and Eustis. In case you're just now joining the broadcast, I'm going to let you know what happened. Eustis showed up with not enough players to play this game. They went and got some extra players from Space Coast who volunteered to play for Eustis so we could still have the game. So that's why the score is as lopsided as it is. And we are still playing halftime. Or we're still playing second half. Homecoming weekend here for the Space Coast Panthers. Had a chance to see the homecoming ceremony for 12U, and we are kicking off halftime. And that will be returned to 36, 37-yard line. We barely got a chain crew. All right, so we started the game and we didn't even have a chain gang. We have 2/3 of a chain gang right now. Look, someone volunteer. Someone volunteer to go do the chains because this isn't. So we're gonna see what Eustis can do on offense here. It's a running clock. Quarterback sits in the pocket. Now he's going to take off. And he will be shoved out of bounds. And he'll pick up a gain of 9 on the play. Quarterback drops back. Number 16 surveys the field. And that pass will be incomplete. Looking to hit number 7. That'll bring up 3rd and 2. Again, it's a running clock here this whole second half. I don't know how much time is left. Clock, the scoreboard damaged by Hurricane Ian. And 3rd and 2 for Eustis. And back will be wrapped up for a loss of 2 yards on the play. 4th and 4. Again, I'd like to thank our sponsors all day for allowing us to show you all this great action. Trav's Ice, Holy Smokes Barbecue, K-Ball Construction, and Freedom Air and Plumbing. Running back will pick up a first down for Eustis. So 1st and 10 for Eustis. Down 26-0. Quarterback rolls out, and he's going to take a shot. That will be a sack. And that'll be a loss of about 7 yards on the play. Number 84, Javari Humphrey, coming into the game. And number 16 is going to hand it off on an end around. And there's 36 going down the sideline, being brought down just after midfield. He should have enough for a Eustis Panther first down. First and 10 from midfield for Eustis. Number 16 rolls out. Fires incomplete. Intended for number 36. (26-0) on the K-Ball Construction scoreboard. Second and 10 for Eustis. Ball's on the ground, and they will whistle that dead. And they're doing that for player safety. There's no reason to get somebody hurt. Number 16 rolls out. And he will take a sack as he attempted to try to throw a football, but had no time. 16 rolls out. He's going to keep it. Gets back to the line of scrimmage and then some. But he will be short. And it will be turned over on downs on the 48-yard line. We will see the Space Coast Panther offense take the field. Again, thank you for being with us all day, ladies and gentlemen. We had a great game at the 8U level, 13-6. Panthers coming out on top. 6U had a great game. 10U had a great game. Panthers are 3-0 on the day, and they're going to go undefeated on the day. And here comes the back, direct snap. Down the sideline, and he is shoved out of bounds. Number 7 on that carry, Charlie Williams. I believe I just heard quarter, so that's the end of the third quarter. One more quarter of football left to be played. First and 10 for the Panthers. Again, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Trav's Ice, Holy Smokes Barbecue, K-Ball Construction, and Freedom Air and Plumbing. There's number 10. Number 10 will get wrapped up in the backfield and thrown to the ground for a loss. There is no 14U action. They were not able to find a replacement for 14U. So this is the last game of the day. 2nd and 13 for the Space Coast Panthers. Quarterback under center. He's going to toss it. And look at that young man go. Cuts upfield. Another juke move. Can't avoid the final tackle. A touchdown saving grab by Eustis. And it will be 1st and goal for the Space Coast Panthers. and some extracurricular activity. And yeah, tension is heating up. And now a member of the Eustis team is lined up at running back for Space Coast. They're going to snap it to him. Number 32 trying to get out around the outside and will not be able to. And he is slow to get up. He is standing up on his own 2 feet. Oh, so my bad. I missed the touchdown. I apologize on that one. Touchdown, Space Coast. Score is now 32-0. With Space Coast getting set to kick off. I'd like to thank our sponsors. They're at the bottom of your screen. And there's a wrap-up tackle. Mr. Michael Rollins on that tackle. (32-0), Space Coast over Eustis. Not sure, there can't be that much time left in this game. Fumble. No, they blew the play dead. Play was blown dead there. Eustis is talking over a play in the huddle. Space Coast Panthers will go undefeated on the day. Keep it tuned to the Brevard Sports Network this week. Find out what and all is going on. Keep it tuned in. Should have some volleyball coming up. Some football. And there's a faking the end around number 16, the quarterback, being slung to the ground for a loss. It's now 3rd down and about 17. It's going to be an end around here, and they're going to fake the other end of that end around. And ball carrier will be wrapped up. Might have, and he'll lose about another 5 to 7 yards. Don't know how much time is left on the clock. And there's an interception that's dropped. Turnover on downs. And it's 1st and goal for the Space Coast Panthers. So we'll see the offense come on out. The Space Coast Panthers are going to run a play 1st and goal from the 5. And Eustis makes a stop. Or did they get in? I couldn't tell if he got in or if he was brought down short. It looked like he was short. Fumble on the play, and Eustis recovers the fumble. I would like to know how much time is left. And is that the game? That is the game, ladies and gentlemen. So, mercifully, this one is over. Space Coast will go undefeated on the day. And this has been a presentation of Space Coast, or the Brevard Sports Network. Space Coast Panther football, for Jackson Robb and myself and everyone here affiliated with the Space Coast Panther organization, I'm Caleb Brown, saying if you wouldn't mind, be so kind, be like Motel 6 and leave the light on for us. Have a good night, everybody.